Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USF's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Owls want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Brewer. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on third down.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the first down on that third down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball, and you just lose focus for a second and drop that football to the turf.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Right on target this time. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Just keep slinging it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just roared down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Those outside linebackers nowadays are so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Brewer. A strike downfield. It's a running room. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He'll pull it down. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To the air, it's Brewer. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to barrel in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Bulls decide to punt it away. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Here we go. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start off offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Brewer. Back open in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Back to pass on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. Heaves it on the run. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Looking for a man. It's Brewer. He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Gonna look downfield again. Big fella moving. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made that extra point to wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give on the inside. Shakes off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Finishes the run with the slide.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged out of the air.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Throwing right. Got a wide open receiver. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Owls.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
42, South Florida.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play?
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USF.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Unloads it left. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Fires to the right. Right on the money. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen,
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got some room to run.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Release to the back. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Brewer. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And the Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half.
56, South Florida, 7.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Looking to throw, it's Brewer. Finds a man in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. Looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll go with a direct snap. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after. 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Florida Atlantic races to the line.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football,
He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game off offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Back to pass, it's Brewer. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
42 Spider.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't. Jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got him downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Under fire. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now,
intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on... turn, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have a 100-yard.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Owls want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Back to throw, it's Brewer. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Owls! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
South Florida, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a... running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Brewer. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
Going to sling it on second down. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Firing to the right, complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.